Hello everyone. Welcome to my channel. This is my YouTube channel. Hello, Loop Noodle, my channel. um, I am really excited about today's video, but I have a couple of things to explain before I jump into the meat and bones of it. But basically, this is a video of me, just my thoughts, reactions, comments, blah blah blah, on the new Helluva Boss episode. So before I start really talking about how I felt about the Helluva Boss episode, I do want to mention that I did really want to make this a react video, and I filmed this whole reaction where I streamed it on my Twitch. If you don't know, I stream on twitch.tv/loopnoodlestreams. Go check that out. I'll put a little bit of that there just because, I don't know, I love to watch reactions. I love to watch other people react. So I do know reactions are a lot more interesting than someone just kind of talking about it. So I will put maybe a little bit my favorite clips or parts of the reaction video, even though the audio is not there, or if you want to watch the whole thing, because it's still a pretty quality reaction video, I would say. You can watch that on my Twitch channel. But because I do not know how technology works clearly, and because when I tried, once I figured it out, I was like, okay, I could do another reaction video and just rewatch it again and fake it and act like I didn't watch it the first time and just be like, oh, first time watching it again. Well, it was, even when I was filming it, it was going to be my second time watching it. So I was going to watch it a third time and just act like it was my second time watching it. But then my computer, the way that it works when I try to record, trying to have the YouTube video, the Helluva Boss video episode playing while recording myself and having all these things open, it was a lot on my computer. I don't have the most high-tech of computers, so it just wasn't working. But hopefully I can get some technical things figured out and maybe work on a reaction video for the next episode, because I would love to do a successful reaction video of this show, because it is a really good show. So into the video. Helluva Boss is a animated series by VisiPop. I don't know if VisiPop is the name of the entire group and organization of people that make it, because I do know that there is a specific artist named VisiPop, and she is, the creator of it and whatnot. But I do know that there is a whole crew, but I think they all still refer to themselves just as VisiPop. I'm not sure. But the YouTube channel, at least, is called VisiPop, and every single episode is on YouTube. They're about 20 minutes long, and it's just really good. It's that animated adult genre that we are all too familiar with. There has been a boom in just different series of animated shows that have adult humor, dark, vulgar violence. This episode 6 of Helluva Boss, had very many violent fight scenes, which I personally loved, and I think a lot of adults loved, because it's just this new wave of beautiful violence. I don't know, but it's the same with Invincible. That's another very popular animated show that recently came out, and it has the same, every fight scene is very gory, even though it's animated, but it's it makes it better because everything is just so smooth. But anyway, into my review about the episode. So first of all, I just have to praise VisiPop and Helluva Boss and Has Been Hotel. If you are not familiar with VisiPop's work, they have a lot of different little shorts. There's one about a little Lucky Charm rabbit, just a ton of little animated shorts, but the only two active shows that they have right now are Helluva Boss and Has Been Hotel. There's only one episode of Has Been Hotel, which, it's a good episode. I do recommend going and watching Has Been Hotel if you have not seen it. But Helluva Boss has 6 episodes and they are so good. I found Helluva Boss when episode 5 had like just aired. I was seeing a lot about it and I was like, okay, I need something to watch. It's 5 episodes. It's free. It's literally all on YouTube. There's a couple of ads, but it's really not bad. And I was like, all right, bet. I guess I'll just watch it. And I'm so glad I did. It was really good. But yeah, so this is the 6th episode. I did have to wait for this episode. I am watching it I'm filming this the day after it came out, so it actually came out last night. I had no idea it was coming out. I just was on my Instagram and I was scrolling and I saw like a screenshot of the episode and then a caption and it was like, good episode. And I was like, is episode 6 out? What the heck? So yes, I had no idea it was coming out. I did watch it. The reason it was my second time watching it is because I was so excited when I saw that there was a new episode that I immediately was just like, okay, I need to watch this right now because I literally had nothing to watch. I was so bored, so I had to watch it. I really had to. I'm so sorry that I didn't film the reaction, but it didn't work anyway. So, I'm gonna figure out how to make it work because I need to film a reaction to the next episode because this episode was so good. I'm so excited to see what comes next. But basically, yeah, I had to watch that episode as soon as it came out, but it was the last thing I watched before I went to sleep. It was amazing, amazing, amazing. And I just had to talk about it. I had to do something about it. I had to express how much I liked it. So yeah, I could talk about a couple of my favorite parts. So I know the people who make this show. I feel like I don't personally know them, but I dabbled heavily in musical theater. I took acting classes like every year of high school. I was in 2 of the school musicals. I was gonna major in musical theater when I went to college for 6 days, but then the whole COVID thing and, yada yada. But yeah, so I know a lot of musical theater people and I am around that crowd and I can just tell that a lot of people in this show are just like musical theater kids and like animation kids and voice acting kids that were like, let's call up Brandon Rogers and make a show. Like, I don't know the story of Busy Pop, how it was created, blah, blah, blah. But in my mind, I'm like, that's just what it was. These like group of really talented musical theater kids were like, hit up Brandon Rogers. We need to make just a great ass show. And that is what they did. So yeah, man, I was supposed to be talking about my favorite parts and I'm just like all of it every season. But the Hamilton, Moxie's little piece, his little number, such strong, heavy Hamilton vibes. And it's crazy because when Hamilton first came out, like I said, I was surrounded by musical theater kids. I was like, it's all right. If I was being honest, if I was keeping it a buck, I'm like, it's all right. Like, it's not bad. For sure, it is not bad. I'm not trying to make all you Hamilton people crazy. It isn't bad, but it's not as great as everyone makes it all the time. Like, it's all right. Y'all can calm down just a little bit. But I really liked this little number that Hamilton based. I loved it. I had more fun watching this musical number than any Hamilton thing ever. And I keep saying it was Moxie's, but it was Moxie's and Blitz. Like, Blitz did an amazing job. The whole, like, his trip, if you don't know, the context that I'm speaking of in the episode is when they're on the, like, acid trips because they get shot with, like, the truth gas. And, the animation style in that scene is just beautiful. It has a lot in it. I am not one of those people who, like, goes through a cartoon, like a theorist and, like, analyzes things. Like, The Round Table, if anyone knows who that is, Ostrich Fox. Or, like, I know a lot of them came out, like, with Steven Universe was a big thing. Or, like, Avatar The Last Airbender has some. Yeah, if you know who I'm talking about, you know who I'm talking about. But anyway, I am not one of those people. I do not go through, I'm really bad at seeing like hidden things, Easter eggs. I'm not great at predicting what's gonna happen next. Well, sometimes I am. I really was with Steven Universe, but with this show, I have no clue, no idea. There's so much happening, so much going on. But anyway, yeah. So, but this episode, I feel like, even though I'm not a person that goes through and like looks at Easter eggs and tries to guess the plot and stuff based off the episodes, you know, analyzing it and stuff, there was a lot in this episode. Like, if you go on my Twitch and watch when I was reacting to it, I started to notice that Blitz's like heart on his head goes through, like, sometimes it's broken, sometimes it's whole, sometimes it has little horns. Like, there's so many little details throughout Blitz's entire like acid drip section, which, can we talk about the guitar riff literally through that episode? Hopefully I can find that music. I might put it in the background of this video. Hopefully, fingers crossed, maybe not, we will see. But throughout his entire like acid trip thing, there's so many little like Easter eggs and little things about, like, you can tell he's wearing the costume that he probably wore when he was working when he worked in the circus for Lululand. So yeah, there's just a lot of little things, little hidden Easter eggs and like things about the plot all throughout this episode. You get to know a lot of the characters individually. Even though the episode kind of groups Moxie and Blitz together and Millie and Luna together, you still kind of get more of them individually, because thus far in the show until this episode, you always see Moxie and Millie together and Luna and Blitz more together, which makes sense because that is father and daughter and husband and wife, so it makes perfect sense that they would always be together. Which Blitz pointed out as well, even though he didn't feel the same way. He does not like it. But yeah, you really get to see just a lot of the characters. I really loved Blitz and Moxie's like little banter throughout the show, or throughout the episode, the little scenes where they're going back and forth and having all that bad banter. Like, oh my gosh, I loved it so much. I love that entire scene. This episode, really, before this episode, my favorite by far was Lululand because of the song with Prince Stalis. I'm really bad with names, but with Prince Stalis, I really loved him in this episode. Can we, like, what a demon. I really loved how it showcased their powers, kind of. Like, it really, more Stolas' powers, because even, like, though the rest of the cast is imps, they're clearly strong, they're really strong, they're good with weapons, they're good fighters. They are kind of nothing compared to Stolas' just true demonic power. Like, Stolas is a demon. The other people, like, it really shows, like, this is an imp and this is a demon. Stolas went crazy in this episode. I absolutely love Stolas just as a character, how he's this, like, feminine, good dad, gay guy, living life, doing great. But then also he's like really hardcore and kind of badass. Like, I really love Stolas as a character. I must say he might be my favorite character because I am just loving him so far. And I really love that he really is like putting things on the line and going above and beyond and out of the way to help Blitz. Like, it's very obvious that that is going to be a very important relationship and a very serious relationship and a big just plot in the show, because this is a very powerful man who clearly kind of loves this imp. So I'm just so interested to see how the rest of the show goes. And going into that, it's like now there's some kind of plot thickening in every single realm or dimension or whatever, because you've got the striker, the like assassin guy on Hell, who's going to try to assassinate Stolas, which after this episode, it ain't gonna work. Striker thinks he's so badass. Stolas probably already knows. It's not gonna work. So that's hilarious, honestly. But you've got that happening on Hell. You've got the cherubs up in heaven. You know they went and snitched to their higher ups about what happened, or they're going to try to get some other people in heaven involved with trying to get these people, the imps. And now you've got these FBI, CIA, government people, demon hunters, whatever they are, on Earth. So I am very interested to see how Vizzy Pop just kind of ties all of this up throughout the series and within the series, and I really am just so excited to see where the rest of the show goes. Again, if you have not seen any other episodes, which it would be weird if you've only seen episode 6, so I'm sure you have, but please go check out Helluva Boss. Go tell other people about Helluva Boss. Before this episode aired, Vizzy Pop had a merch sale because they announced that this next episode was going to have heavy animation and it was going to be expensive to make. So, and I can tell this episode was so high level, high class, high budget. It was such a good episode. So I'm so excited to see what they come out with next. And I really just had to make a good quality video about this show, because in the back of my mind I was like, okay, I could just post this stream even without without the audio and just call it a day, but I was like, no, I gotta do Helluva Boss good, and I just have to actually put in some effort. So this is an actual YouTube video that I am editing and putting effort into, and it's shorter, so hopefully people stick around longer. My other videos are like 55 minutes long and people don't watch all of it, so hopefully people, hey, watch all of this. And if you did stick around for this whole video, then please give me a like or a subscribe. That would really help. Please follow my Twitch. I need an active chat on Twitch. I would love to do things with chat. I love how streamers like Pay Money Wubby and Ludwig and Critical use their chats in their streams. I would love to be more interactive with the chat, but I need an active chat. So please check out all of my stuff, and thanks for watching. Noises she's making. Though she is like really sad. I feel like she should know they can handle themselves. I love Luna. I love every character in this show. I'm not even gonna do that because I love them all. Human form. And I need to pause just because, but I really do love the emphasis. I got real close for that, because the emphasis on action in this episode, on like the action animation, the fighting animation, the like things that they can do, what they're good at. Oh, it was so good. It's such a good episode, man. Okay, let's keep watching. Oh, this scene, this whole thing. Oh. This whole part. I hate to pause it at this part, because if you've seen this episode, you know I love this part so much, and you're like, I want to watch this again. So I promise I will not pause through this part. But this is just such a good, like, badass, like, banter. Like, we in this, like, what the fuck do you think you're doing? Like, I love this scene so much, because the, like, let's just watch. Brandon Rogers is so good. I love it. I loved this.